lane for Toronto Tokyo's because Axe can really become like, he's a very hit or miss hero. Same thing with the Death Prophet. You need to be ahead to be durable.
Distance away from the table and everything. Some people are very particular about how they're set up. I like it.
Oh yeah. Whereas in Dota 2, it's either full. Like Noob's got a good one. Ooh, oh my lord!
Fight up top. Amar taking quite a lot of damage here. And it looks like he will eventually die to Sleep Track away. They've got to be careful about these bristle stacks, though. They're going to be doing a lot of work right now. Omar will fall. Can Nightfall get out? He will survive with a sliver of HP to trade at the end of the day there.
Aurora. But Nigma can also be like, yeah, we got something pretty good out of it as well. 9 CS on Nightfall.
Yeah, that's rough. And look at this, Noob's just pushing him all the way back past the steel attack. He's not in an XP range anymore. This is sad.
Holy moly.
We do have a TP coming in here from Mira. They're going to try and go for a cheeky kill if they can on towards Noob. Maybe toss back down. No, good Shackles comes out from Amar, delays it, but they will rebound forwards. They're applying the pressure, and Noob will go down. Fantastic rotation there to provide a bit of assistance for his teammates. He top to help out his team because they're kind of getting tri-laned right now.
I feel like that would be better use of his time for sure, right? Like bottom lane. No, he's going bottom though. No, wait, that's Sumail. Sumail's actually going bottom.
Okay, they're going to make another move here on towards Noob. Shackle's trying to hold back Mirror, but another Nightmare's going to drag him further on in. Now Nightfall's going to get involved, but here comes the TP in from the Elder Titan. And they're actually going to turn this one around. Look at the insane amount of damage these guys are doing. It's a double kill for Noob in the end. They got the Shackles on towards Nightfall as well, but he's in real danger. He's going to try and run, but again, these bristles are just doing way too much work. And it's a triple kill. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. We've got a bit of action going on in the mid right now. Omar was underneath an observer ward. Oh, he's going to turn around. He could be in danger right now. He's going to need assistance from the rest of his team. These two supports could be able to do some good work. Just insane amounts of damage, really. Kiyotaka comes on in just to secure the kill, gets the money for himself. He's trying to jump through the trees. Drops in. Okay, he will be able to contest it, and he steals it away. They do get something there. Mass TP still coming in from the rest of Aurora. They're going to try and take this fight. They're going to use the DP ultimate. Down goes Wukong's command, but Surveil's dropping. So I could get 4-man sleep, but it's not enough to surveil, keep his mid laner alive. And Omar's just going to get ran down by the ghosts. One little use there of the chicken, but unfortunately he will die too. Double kill for Kiyotaka. You know where we were saying the Medusa's dangerous you can get in culling range? Surely the same thing is Morphin, right? It's just as risky. Actually, speaking of risky, Noob up top. My lord, he's taking a lot of damage. He's supposed to be tanky, but not that tanky. Nightfall will get the kill. That's a killing spree going his way as well, so a bit of extra cash for him.
As Sumail's waiting for someone to come across. Alright, we got someone.
Okay. Wukong's dropped, immediately to Hex. Panto is screwed. Actually surviving for a really long time here. Mira comes on nearby, but Panto eventually dies. That is a lot longer than a position 5 Bane should really have survived in that situation. Pressure going on. They invade the triangle area, expecting to find some stacks, but already gone. Instead, they will find a free GH, trying to get the stomp, but easy dispose cancels that one. And this Exo will get the tower down as well.
Hurt by it. I wonder if the same thing applies to Kiyotaka and his ghosts. I think not, but I wonder. Kiyotaka!
Wukong's got against drop down. Kiyotaka's taking a heck of a lot of damage. He is actually going to drop down there. That's a huge kill to find him in the Galaxy. They're going to split in different directions. Sumail trying to 1v1 Mirror right now. Will get brought down low. Off to the left side, we do have Panto trying to run away from Noob and GH. That's not going to work either. So 3 kills for absolutely nothing there for Nigma Galaxy, and they're going to try and take down the tier 1 to boost this tower, but Kiyotaka's already committed the Exo, so they've got no choice really to stick around.
Axe has Blink.
Keeping it wide, turn top with the Blink, goes straight on towards Noob. It's a tanky man. Rebound 40's taking so much damage, Noob will die. Off goes his head. Probably going to cost Toronto Tokyo his life, or will it? He's so damn fast, he's trying to one, but never mind. Ghost turns into Mirror, gets the rebound forwards, and it will be a trade of 1-for-1. Maybe Nigma Galaxy okay with this for now, but actually, Kiyotaka's still positioned quite aggressive. His Exorcism's about to run out, controlled it, immediately jumped on, and look how fast he disintegrates. Boundless also connects on towards Panto, but Mirror, good rebound there again to get them both to safety. He's trying to run, Sumail chasing through the trees, but they should be away here.
That was an insane move by Ghost. I think Sumail has found Mira here. Yeah, he is. Gets the hits off, and that's going to be 3-for-1. Noob sacrificing his life for the team. And it's
sad.
What should we call him?
Oh, Mira down bottom. Very risky place to be farming, and he does get punished quite hard. Even going to drop the Wukong for this. Man, they want him dead. Easy money. He's progressing at a very nice spot. If you guys haven't already, make sure you go and follow all of the FISSURE socials. Make sure you stay up to date on this tournament football. Meanwhile, Tota Tokyo is very up to date how this game's going, because he is getting collapsed on. He survives a long time. Nightfall, he was coming in there for the Infest to try and keep him alive with the extra bit of strength, but
I like it.
It's always solid. Can't really go wrong on a range hero either. Extra attack
you can
range.
make a...
Sometimes that one extra auto attack, you know, can make a difference. Okay. Nightfall's in a bit of a pickle right now. Not a single bit of help nearby. Mass TP's coming on in, but it's not fast enough. Nightfall still dies. Panto just gives a free double away there to Sumail. And this game is quickly getting out of control here for Aurora. They're just changing. Okay, that wardy place does spot Nightfall.
Risky.
Oh, Toronto Tokyo. He predicted exactly where he was. And that will be him dead. Gets the BKB off, but it doesn't matter. His head still gets chopped off.
Blade and poor man's shield. That's kind of crazy. Oh, we're moving to tier 3 now. Okay.
Yeah. There's quite a few essence to bring. Tokyo, jump on towards Noob. It's a good chunk of damage right now, but there's still quite a few members of Aurora nearby. They're going to try and focus on towards this Bristleback. Noob's in a very awkward spot. GH off to the left side to get ran down by Nightfall. But actually, Noob is still somehow alive, and now the turnaround comes on through. Mira gets deleted. Kiyotaka there with the BKB. He's going to try and disengage and get himself outside of the Wukong's command. And there might just be an end to the fight here, but actually, never mind. Toronto Tokyo, he does get a blink dagger off to the side, but he runs straight into the waiting arms of Amar. That is unfortunate.
Oh man, we've seen this time and time again. You jump on Noob thinking he's going to give you a kill.
Cliff has been used, but there is the banner, so unfortunately it's not going to mean anything.
Oh,
Sleep also
okay.
Alright, going to the back line. Try and take down the Shadow Shaman. Foul play trying to keep him alive, but he will still die. 4 versus 5. Mirror TP's out. He will be saved. Toronto Tokyo as well. Caught with the BKB. He's trying to run away. Wukong's command does get dropped. They're all able to get outside of it, but Toronto Tokyo still dies. So it's a 4 versus 4, no buyback on the axe. But the tier 3 has dropped. It looks like Nigma Galaxy is still willing to take this fight. Charge forwards there from Ghost. Friendly sleep on towards Kiyotaka. Fiend's grip as well on towards Ghost. Taking a lot of damage. He does still have the Aegis at the very least. He's not going to need it just yet. Continues to pump out the damage. Noob into the backline, trying to do what he can. Kiyotaka can't get rid of the first slice. Morphling just will not die, Atomo.
Nope, and he's still got the Aegis if he dies anyway, but there are no creeps. The Nigma Galaxy though. Oh, guess what shows up? Buddies! Now we can hit buildings.
Yeah. Looksy-loo at that. Looksy-daisy, sorry, that's the words. They're going to get back to hit onto the building. Mira jumps on in with the infested Nightfall, but they just managed to run away on Noob, and Mira gets absolutely Gatling gunned down. They will buy back on towards the Bane. There will be a friendly good DPS on Nightfall. But eventually he will run. Toronto Tokyo is respawning. Jump forwards there from Panto. They're going to try and drag him back with the 2-man call. Comes out from Toronto. It's perfectly placed. One will die. Make that 2. Does cost a life of Panto, but the Aegis is now gone. They're going to focus onto Amara in the back lines. Shadow Shaman needs some assistance. Out comes another Wukong's command here from Sumail, but the Ghost Scepter is so damn effective. Kiyotaka tries to just walk away. Still taking a lot of damage, but another call here from Toronto Tokyo.
He's anti-morphing!
Ghost heals, be still able to survive. Charge forwards, he does take down Kiyotaka. He is dead. Mira though respawning. Nightfall just trying to 1v1 onto Ghost, who has to run away. This lifestealer DPS is too much. The BKB jump force Toronto Tokyo is taking too much damage though here from Ghost. He's actually going to die instead. There will be the infest on towards Mira. Ghost is trying to survive. They just don't have the damage to finish him off. Mira's going to drop Nightfall 1v3, but he's done it. He's managed to take down Ghost. 10 kill streak as well. GH, ring around the rosies, trying to run. The stomp will land, but the Radiance burn is actually enough. And now Sumail, I don't think he has the damage for this, Atomo. The Chingus don't last long enough, and he's going to die as well. Or will he? Nightfall, can he do it? He will. And Team White pretty much coming out there just from this lifestealer. Straight up towards the top set of barracks. There is a glyph available. Snakes have already been dropped as well. Jump forces from Tokyo. Noob controlled. Stun locked. He needs some help. The rest of his team is dying so quickly. Being too late. He is dead for 80 seconds. They do get this grab on towards Panto at the very least. They take down the Bane, but they've lost a core for this one. The full set of barracks are gone. Maybe they might try disengagement. No, another grab. Ghost gets disintegrated. Good lords. And now Sumail has to go for the BKB Boundless TP out, and he will be able to make it. But that cost them 2 of their most valuable cores just for a melee and range barracks.
Galaxy.
Yeah, it feels like they are making the right moves at the right time.
Big smoke.
But it's still Aurora that's been able to bounce back. And speaking of Aurora, trying to see if they can get a kill on somebody in the mids. Jump forward, good two-man call onto the 2 main calls as well, but look how much damage he's taking in return. Tonto is trying to slide there, but the BKB gets pulled out there from Mirror. And now control on towards Kiyotaka. His BKB is still on cooldown from his TP out earlier on, and that's going to cost him his life for Tomo. Although they did actually get rid of the Aegis at the very least, but he's dead, 80 seconds, no buyback.
To be fair, this is what you want if you have an Aegis, is that you lose your life and win a team fight with it. So they got... Yep. Meanwhile, Noob is very close to his level 25, which doesn't really matter.
This Observer Ward, though, it spots out so much of the movements. The Shackles actually still manages to latch onto Mirror even though he jumps away. Gets the BKB off your Kiyotaka, jumps himself to the backlines. But look at this, they're going to focus on Sumail. He's on his own. Completely separated. Godlike swinging out for Nightfall. He's actually going to buy back. They're going to try and commit for this one. Noob, though, he's in danger. He's tanky, but not this tanky. He needs some help from the rest of his team. They're going to change over towards Kiyotaka, but again, Mirror's there with the same, but it's not far enough. He still gets caught. Toronto Tokyo's going to drop. Mirror will fall. Nightfall, the only thing he could do is TP out. 4 people dead from Aurora. They do have 3 buybacks, though.
And, alright, that's...
drops so fast. Okay,
buybacks are used.
And they're into it. They're in the defense. They're also just got the Bane respawn in a couple of seconds. TP off towards the sides. Toronto Tokyo wants a jump, but like you said, no BKB, no refresher. This is not going to be an easy fight at all. And the Boogans continue to die. They've just found the Bane. Panto's in a very awkward spot. He might just die, but they're into the backlines. Omar not going to survive this time round. He's annoying, but eventually the chicken does drop. It's a trader supports 1-for-1. And it looks like Nigma Galaxy are going to say that's enough. They're going to try and back on out, but the chase is there. Noob gets caught, pull back, good stomp though, connects on towards 2. Mirror drops in a second, and now Ghost is trying to man fight up against Nightfall. There is going to be the use of the Wind Waker, trying to destroy a lot of this damage. There's also going to be the cool one off, Ghost's head. He will die as well, and now it's all about the runaway here from Nigma Galaxy, but the bashes just don't stop here. On towards Noob, Kiyotaka jumps into the backlines himself. He has to be careful because Sumail, look at the amount of damage this guy pumps out, melts him in a second. And now Nightfall in a 1 versus 3. He's going to try and run Toronto Tokyo though. He's off to the side, gets to jump forward, 2-man call is in, and now they're going to focus on towards Sumail. He will die back to the MK. And now Noob is going to try and do what he can. He can definitely pump out the DPS. They're going to try and disengage. Panto is actually respawned all this amount of time. Jump forwards there. They got the control. Another call. More damage flooding on through, and that will be the death of Noob as well. Man, Aura fighting back hard. Maybe they're going to get GH as well.
Whoa!
Ooh, not soon enough.
Holy moly. Then they might catch GH. Oh, good Wind Waker.
Nice use of the Wind Waker. Backs on Noob, making sure he's putting his body in the front. Trying to buy space. Mirror, completely on his own. What is he doing there?
Okay, Kiyotaka, by the way, that's his ultimate being used. They have vision here on the cliff, but they feel Aurora's like, nah, we're not taking this, we're out. We're out.
Yeah, they're bailing. TPs, oh, they get the grab onto Panto though. That is a dead Bane. He does have buyback at the very least. But whilst all that was happening, the buyback coming from Panto. And can Aurora hold? This is a big ask.
There we go. Oh, I thought that was the ultimate coming up from GH.
It looks like they just want to secure Megas for now. Glyph used. There is going to be the ult used there from the Bane. Controlling up on towards Ghost, but he survives through all of it. Stand his ground. Nightfall's one taking a lot of damage. Has to infest into a ranged creep. Trying to run away with the BKB, but there's so much physical damage. He's going to die still. He will buy back immediately. Everything is on the line here. Megas have already been secured, Ancient exposed, and look at the amount of damage. They just focus onto it straight away. I don't think there's anything Aurora can do to stop this one. It's going to be hard. Axe jumps in, but it's too little too late. And game number 1 goes the way of Nigma Galaxy.
What a performance by them. They were very patient. Omar, I feel like, is my MVP. So many times he was able to see someone jumps in, hexes in.
Lull. Maybe they could just try and build a lot of tempo, run away from it, but they kind of have to win their lanes, and they have to try and build that early momentum. If not, we could just see another
easy one.
Nigma. You know, you got to use different
Ghost.
characters. You've got to be pronounced differently. Ghost in danger. Pull back. He will be dying. And like you were saying, okay, disruption. GH coming on in as well with the snowball. There's going to be the second save. They are disjointing this for a really long time. They're going to change over towards Mirror, but unfortunately, Ghost still does die first, so first blood going the way of Panto. And can they cancel TP? No, they can't. So everybody gets out, but regardless, that was actually Sumail getting the kill for Mirror as well, so that's a bit of extra gold for the mid laner. True. Like, I mean, all you got to do is like 20 units of space and escape the shards at least.
Oh, Mirror!
Okay, taking a lot of damage. No targets to rebound off of, so that's just a free kill. Ghost takes him down. Meanwhile, up top, Nightfall will also lose his life. Two very nice kills there for Nigma Galaxy on opposite sides of the map.
Nightfall's the lowest farmed core. Oh.
Noob just turns around. Panto maybe overextended. One more quill. Oh, not enough. He will survive. Now TP coming in from Mirror, and now it's Noob who's overextended here. No help from the rest of his team. This man is dead. For sure.
Yes. Dispose. Alright, taking this time. There we go. Almost kills Panto anyway. I agree, but I feel like the gold is more impactful on an Abaddon than it is for a Shadow Fiend. We'll see how that works out though. As Kiyotaka taking a little damage. Oh dear.
Jumps in aggressively. In comes the Dawn ulti. There's going to be the disruption though. Dodges the stun. And this is what these two supports are all about. Then another snowball. Destroying again. Kiyotaka has to be careful. He drops down the ulti. Wow. They get the kill on towards Sumail. It's a trade mid. But it looks like GH will be losing his life here as well as Mirror comes in for the cut-off. Even given the last hit there towards Toronto. Actually, they're going to try and get a +1 towards Omar. Dive into the tower. There it is. It's a triple kill. Big victory here from Aurora Gaming. It makes sense.
It does. And well, top lane Noob needs to be careful. Or not.
He just runs away. Meanwhile, down bottom. Maybe Toronto Tokyo is the one who has to be careful. It looks like he's getting extremely low. Ooh. Yeah, he will lose his life. In comes some reinforcements at this top lane though. They're going to try and focus on Noob. Sumail has to try and run away. He's got the Tempest double though. They just dispose straight on into the middle of him. A second bubble comes on out. He's trying to keep himself alive as long as possible. Panto will lose his life. But for the big tasty kill of the mid lane, it's well worth it. Unless they lose more people, as Mirror's going to end up dropping down. Noob so damn close to dying. Nightfall there with the ulti will avoid most of the Requiem. But Kiyotaka, only level 1 blink. The cooldown of 12 seconds is just so punishing. Everything he can do to assist his team.
Oh, okay.
Maybe a little fight up at this, at the Twin Gate. Nightfall.
No bar time.
Yeah, this is awkward. Panto as well gets controlled up from the task.
Okay.
In comes the... Oh, Ghost actually stops for a random little use of the arms, and then he just slows down as a result. Nightfall just takes out Omar. Big scream, lands on towards the two of them. And that is a huge punish there from Aurora Gaming. Big play.
That well. We'll see. As Noob, he's low health by the way. This would be a beautiful kill.
Rebound's gonna miss. I don't think it's gonna matter though. They do get pulled back elsewhere. Kiyotaka loses his life. Both for saves or potentially go for kill. Depends on which target they do find. And the smoke immediately gets broken. Amar runs into several heroes. They're gonna jump on towards the Shadow Demon. There is gonna be Requiem off towards the Dark Mirror, just gets blasted down. There's gonna be the good dodge. Kiyotaka's ult completely cancelled. The immediate silence from Sumail just shuts down Kiyotaka. And there is the Ags coming in clutch Atomo. You have doubted it. Ye of little faith. Coming on in. Does he get punished this one? Jump forwards to GH. He does get the blink, but the snowball's going to chase after him. I think Kiyotaka is just punished hard for this one. Silence.
He's got yours.
But this is the second flux, ready and waiting. There's nothing you could do. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. That is a free kill there for him. And that could very well be. Maybe Toronto Tokyo. Or Ghost, he's just going to point blank Requiem. Actually pretty damn tanky, but GH jumping forwards, just easy stun control, and that's a free kill. They catch a whiff instead of Nightfall. That's a much higher priority kill. They got to chain everything perfectly here to make sure he dies. Stunned, controlled, no chance to get their ulti off there with break. Easiest kill of their life. Down he goes.
You should probably seek help, you know, like just, you know, contact someone, get some help.
Yeah, it feels rough. Very rough. But as a result, it's just more momentum here for Nigma Galaxy. Although Sumail, he's going to get jumped on here for the two supports. In comes the Doorbreaker as well, and it's just enough damage to get the kill. The ulti was about to end, but here comes the counterplay here. GH gets the cancel onto Mirror's TP. He also then gets the cancel onto the Doorbreakers as well. He is denying every single chance to escape here. What an absolute menace, as it will be 3 people losing their life for the death on Sumail. And Roshan spawns just as that fight ends.
That's pretty good.
That's a lot of stats.
Well, that adds up.
Noob Lots of smokes here from Aurora. Trying to back some. Kiyotaka's actually in deep on his own. Meanwhile, the rest of the squad are just trying to focus down on towards Noob. The Bristle is dead. Will it cost them life, though, of their Queen of Pain, though? Disruption. Actually keeping them alive for a little bit longer there. Ghost takes a lot of damage. Does force them all to disengage. Kiyotaka's going to be able to survive. Ghost has to just invis run away. It's Nightfall there, but the borrowed time heals up. GH in danger. Blink about to go for cooldown, but gets cancelled. Toronto Tokyo takes the kill.
Ghost?
Ghost is back, BKB ready. Wants to focus on towards Nightfall. He knows there's no borrowed time, so he can do the damage. Nightfall is so damn fast. A bouncy room just flies through the air. What the hell? But eventually Nightfall does die. And now Mirror, who tried to help out, will probably lose his life. And Shard grab on towards Panto as well. Could just be the kill onto both supports, but Mirror's actually fast enough to escape. Panto, though, unfortunately, not so much. He will die. One more hit. Two more hits. Any more hits. There we go.
There you go.
Full set of barracks. Glyph's already been used. Tier 3 gone. Jump forward. Start control on towards Queen of Pain. There's the pull out from Mirror.
Wow.
Does save his mid laner. Just barely, though. But again, that's just more time to hit buildings.
Oh, Tokyo! My lord, the physical damage is brutal, and he just has his ultimate. If they get good catch, he might consider buying back and using his ultimate.
He could very well do it. Two sets of barracks gone, jump forwards, again aggressive, Nightfall's into the back.
There we go!
Well. He's focusing on towards Omar, that could be a dead Shadow Demon. Yes it is, two-man scream, Ghost is gone, GH as well. Completely abandoned by the rest of his team. He will be losing his life momentarily. Meanwhile the rest of the squad will out. So Aurora, they do bounce back, they get a big victory. Walks out an awkward way, jumps up towards the north side. Instead, Noob just reinvades the triangle area and everyone from Aurora just runs away, Atomo. They can't take this fight. They got the Phoenix.
They got Sumail.
Panto's completely separated. Sumail, though, dying is a much bigger target. Dead for 70 seconds. And Aurora may be feeling confident now to win this 4v4. Nightfall nearly gets a free kill as well on towards the Shadow Demon, but Omar barely survives. They get the kickback, out comes the screen, but the disruption again saves Omar's life. He still doesn't die, eventually he does drop. Requiem comes on out, try to dead a Kiyotaka. The instant ult though from Toronto Tokyo. The AoE stuns and heals are doing all the work. Ghost is going to die, and this is turning into a fantastic fight here from Aurora. GH loses life, Noob as well. Probably not long for this world. There's a blink forwards from Nightfall. Omar is here. He fought back for this one to try and help out. One more disruption, trying to buy time, but it doesn't make a difference. It's a triple for Nightfall and a huge victory from Aurora. They've basically balanced the sheet. I've already forgotten it. Looksy daisy. Looksy daisy at that. Several ults. I got there. Oh, Sumail! He's been grabbed. This is the real one as well. Is there any save? There is not. He is dead 80 seconds. Does have a buyback, but actually look at this.
Good kick.
Trying to get this kill on towards Toronto Tokyo at the very least. They will. The Requiem, Nightfall as well. Super far in, but Sumail with the buyback. They commit everything for this one. The Tempest double, keeping Kiyotaka at bay, but there's going to be a jump from Mirror. He pulls Nightfall to safety. And that's enough. Nigma Galaxy is desperately trying to chase for more, but Noob is getting body blocked up by Sumail's Tempest double. Report him. Take this fight without the Dawn. They just have to try and hold. But Nightfall, he's in regardless. He's got the grab on towards Ghost. Does buy a little bit of time because Nigma Galaxy are actually forced to disengage that. Ghost takes so much damage. Good lord, Kiyotaka guesses the wrong direction there to hit the Shadow Fiend. But regardless, they force Nigma Galaxy back. All they lose is a tier 3, which, to be honest, missing a hero, that's not bad. Can they get a catch here?
Oh, yes.
They do cancel the TP. Oh, but they cancel Omar's TP instead of Ghosts. That could have been a really big grab there on the SF.
Yeah, and Tokyo, he throws out his ultimate. He was, I don't know if he was hesitating or not, but, you know, it's a 1 second channel time before you land with the Axe Scepter.
Will they be able to force the ulti? No, just barely out of the threshold there to activate. They've got to pull on towards Noob. They're going to focus straight away on towards the Bristleback. Out comes the Fiend's Grip as well. He's just dead. Refresher. But it'll only mean one ult for the entire fight. Kiyotaka. Not going to get caught. Mirror, though, once again, this poor Marcy. Basically 3 hit there. Somehow Amar gets the last hit. Like, that's professional. Have a buyback. Doesn't really have any way of getting here, though, even if he does use it.
Kiyotaka. Oh, still not 25, by the way. That 250 Sonic Wave damage would have been very nice. Oh, we're going.
Okay, buyback's first been expended. Nightfall's in deep, but he's in about he's already triggered his ultimate. A little bit afraid he was going to get broken to silence.
Has a
He plays
pressure.
it safe, but the kickback on towards the Queen of Pain. But where's the follow-up damage? There's absolutely nothing. The stuns are raining through. Plus the sonic wave. It destroys Nigma Galaxy. They drop like flies. Now Noob completely separated, surrounded by 4. He will die as well. Multiple buybacks expended here. They found Omar up towards the north side. Another casualty. And it looks like Nigma Galaxy, they might buy back on towards the Shadow Feed as well. They're putting all their eggs into one basket here. It's a very dangerous fight, but they are willing to take it here, Aurora. They're gambling very high. They're trying to focus on towards Kiyotaka. GH jumps in for control, but he would die instead. Panto's going to lose his life in response. This Requiem from Ghost doesn't actually do too much. As the rest of Aurora, they disengage, forcing out several buybacks.
Oh, they say, no, we can't. Nigma Galaxy, it's cost them 4 buybacks. Oh shit, Kiyotaka.
Okay. He gets the Aegis though here on the hands of Ghost. It's already been picked up. Kiyotaka tries to steal something, but he can't pick up an item there. They're just trying to disengage. Ghost, he has to keep this Aegis intact there. He's obviously expended his buyback in the last fight. Kiyotaka's trying to get this +1. Noob obviously will be a dieback if he falls. Oh, he gets Ghost. They don't have any detection though. He should make it out here alive.
They're playing the area. They believe he's going for the twin gate.
What? Massive prediction for Toronto Tokyo. What an absolute genius. He catches him there. And now this will be a dieback from Ghost. And what can Aurora do with this timing here at Tomo? 2 minutes without SF. Many Tempest doubles.
I don't know. I don't think you can have more than one. You can have more than one.
But I mean, like, as soon as that's over, because it's died quite quickly after first. But never mind, they're starting things off. GH goes with the kickback. He's taking a lot of damage himself. He will fall.
Dieback.
First casualty is there. Samael's Tempest Doubles lost its life. He's trying to focus now on towards Nightfall and Kiyotaka, but they are on top of him. He's probably going to end up losing his life. Noob's trying to do what he can in deep, but Samael is dead. Will be a buyback straight away. It's a 2 versus 5. And their tier 4s are dying so quickly. Years ago, we saw Miracle as the Arc Warden do this job for Nigma Galaxy, but I don't know if they're going to do the same as Noob was dropping so damn quickly. He's quite tanky, but not tanky enough. As he is dead, it is now a 1 versus 5 here at Tomo. So make sure they get second game, but Samael is getting annihilated inside his own fountain. With the scream, he's dead. That is it. GG has been called, and this best of 2 ends in 1-1 fashion.
Oh man. I mean, we said that, well, one of us said that the draft for Aurora Gaming is so much easier to play. It did take them a long time. We did see they were very conservative with their ultis on the Dawnbreaker, not throwing their lives away. Nightfall was shut down.